You're watching ASH News TV. I'm Rachel Kopchak.
And I'm Ed Hyland. Hematometabolism was the topic of this year's joint session between ASH and the European Hematology Association.
The session highlighted recent translational discoveries linking specific metabolic pathways to emergency hematopoiesis, bone marrow aging, and hematologic malignancies.
Drs. Emmanuel Passuguet and Brian Huntley presented studies from their labs using state-of-the-art technologies like gene editing to identify pathways with therapeutic potential for hematologic malignancies, hematopoietic aging, and transplantation.
So understanding all this emergency myelopoiesis, this production of myeloid cell in a regenerative context, activate different mechanisms which are not in place or acting during normal steady state. There is no challenge, your blood system is fine. But when you need to rebuild the blood system, you turn on this regenerative mechanism, and that completely changes the landscape of the cell in terms of what they do, or they control their metabolism. And this is what we need to understand to block this overproduction of cell, which is hijacked in leukemia context.
There are a couple of things that I lighted upon. The first one was talking about amino acid metabolism and how that might be important in acute myeloid leukemia, and there are inhibitors of the BCAT enzyme. The last one, again, was in acute myeloid leukemia, and this was where resistance can develop because of metabolic rewiring with a novel treatment that's just been licensed called FLT3 inhibition. And we're suggesting that if you deploy our inhibitor of this process with that treatment, that it should improve outcomes.
Editors of the Blood Journal shine a light on the intersection of hematology and the humanities at the annual meeting with the Blood and Beyond session. The editors selected author Anne Fadiman to speak about her work, which explores the medical profession's effect on our cultural fabric. Her book, The Spirit Catches You and You Fall Down, A Hmong Child, Her American Doctors, and the Collision of the Two Cultures, examines the clash between a small county hospital in California and a refugee family from Laos over the care of a Hmong child diagnosed with severe epilepsy. And this is what the author says hematologists can learn from this story.
Perhaps act less like authority figures and more like people who can actually learn from their patients, learn how to respect their patients' beliefs even if they don't agree with them, and constantly ask themselves, is there a route to understanding my family that I'm dealing with in this examining room that I didn't learn in medical school, but that I've learned from the other human interactions in my life?
Today also brought the announcement of awards, including the prestigious Mentor Awards, the Award for Leadership in Promoting Diversity, the Outstanding Service Award, the Public Service Award, and the Wallace H. Coulter Award for Lifetime Achievement in Hematology.